Good afternoon, students. We are going to look at the last set of questions for the epic poem, The Odyssey. By no means is this your last set of close read questions. They're just the last set of close read questions for The Odyssey. So we're going to look at question number 25. And once again, the page numbers are this is the Odyssey, the return of Odysseus to the ending, pages 595 to 616. And once again, please remember that I'm looking for specificity. Specificity is when you look at the question, you go back to the text, and you answer the question that is being asked. Okay, so we're going to reread lines 1554 to 1569. Explain the conflict that Odysseus faces in this book. Why is this conflict different from his other struggles? And describe Penelope's attitude towards Odysseus. What words or phrases reveal this attitude? And why does she feel this way? Okay, so we're going to look at those lines. Strange woman, the immortals of Olympus made you hard, harder than any. Who else in the world would keep aloof as you do for your husband if he returned to her for years of trouble, cast on his own land in the 20th year? Nurse, make up a bed for me to sleep on, hard as iron in her breast. Penelope spoke to Odysseus now. She said, strange man, strange man, if man you are, this is no pride on my part, nor scorn for you, not even wonder merely. I know so well how he appeared boarding the ship for Troy. But all the same, make up his bed for him, Eurycleia. Place it outside the bedchamber my lord built with his own hands. Pile the big bed, with fleeces, rugs, and sheets of purest linen. Okay, so let's look at those lines. So let's answer the question. Okay, so the question is asking, explain the conflict that Odysseus faces in this book. Okay, explain the conflict that Odysseus faces in this book. Why is this conflict different from his other struggles? Okay, so Odysseus must win his, and okay, I can't get it to type, but Odysseus must win his wife's trust. Okay, and before he cannot, because Penelope's a pretty smart cookie if you haven't figured it out, he cannot do this through battle or guile. Okay, so so he can't do that through battle or guile. He's used to doing it that way, but he has to win his wife's trust. Okay, describe Penelope's attitude towards Odysseus. Okay, now Penelope is skeptical. Okay, Penelope is skeptical. She doesn't know who this is. He may be a god. We don't know who he is. She calls him, what does she call him? She calls him she calls him strange man. That had to hurt. And questions whether or not he is a man. Okay. He may be a god for all we know. Okay. And explain why she feels this way. Okay, so why should she feel this way? Well, um, why would she feel this way? Okay, so that question can vary, but my own personal opinion, I think she feels this way because she has been taken advantage of and dishonored. And dishonored. So she cannot trust anyone. Okay. And of course, yeah, I saw my mistake. And she does not want to be disappointed. She does not want to be heartbroken if is he turns out to be a fraud. So I think she's being pretty smart here. So if he turns out to be a fraud, okay. So and she finds out that it's actually him, and that goes into the next question. Reread lines 1581 to 1590 describe the features of the bed and what ways might this bed symbolize the marriage of Odysseus and Penelope. So we're going to look at those lines, and it says, an old trunk of olive grew like a pillar on the building plot as I lay our bedroom round that tree, lined up the stone walls with the walls and the roof, gave it a doorway and smooth fitting doors, and then I lopped off the silvery leaves and branches, hewed and shaped that stump from the roots up into a bedpost, drilled it, let it serve as a model for the rest. I planned them all, inlaid them with silver, gold, and ivory, and stretched a bed between a pliant web of oxhide throngs dyed crimson. Okay, so this man definitely knows his bed because he spent all that time doing that to his bed. So what does that mean? Okay, so the bed is built around an olive tree and the bed cannot be moved. So she can't bring it into the hallway. The bed cannot be moved. And so what does that mean? Well, the bed represents the stability and the inability of anyone to harm the marriage of Penelope and Odysseus. And what does it symbolize? It symbolizes Penelope's faithfulness during the years that Odysseus was gone, because only Odysseus would know about that bed. No other man has been allowed into her bedroom. Okay, go ahead, Penelope. Okay, students. So once again, I typed in a much more academic answer for you guys, and that's pretty much what I said. So I'm not going to repeat what I said there. Okay, guys, this is your last section of questions for the close read for the Odyssey. Please remember that you have an analyze, craft, and structure that will be in Nearpod. And on the date after 2.5 is on pace, ready to go, we will work on that Nearpod assignment in class together. Okay, so please, so you know the routine. Ask any questions that you, oh God. Okay, you know the routine. Ask any questions that you have in GoGuardian. Ask questions in class, send me a message through Remind, or email me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.